fucking dared you first.
Like this?
Alright, so one thing I want to touch on, if I name drop you, it's not because I think you did a bad job, it's just, it's more for a reference, alright? So, don't take anything personal what I say. You guys all feel like you did a great job. Very proud of you. So, one thing that I noticed is Marcus, in his last match with Nogi, he was just submission hunting the shit out of this guy. And he almost had him like, how many times you almost stunned that guy? Like 4 times? Like 3 rear naked chokes, or no, 2 rear naked chokes, an arm bar, and then you have the rear triangle. Yeah. So just put a clinic on it. So, one thing that happened is he was here, and he had the arm under, but the guy was doing a really good job of hand fighting with that near side arm. Right? The arm was under the chin. Right? So one thing that we can do here is when we feel our opponent hand, yes, even if he turns his chin down as best he can, his arm's under the chin, right? But he's hand fighting here, so I can't really get a good lock because he's pulling down on his hand, right? What I can do is I pull my underhook out, and I'm gonna go a C-clamp right at the wrist. Like not at the forearm, I'm gonna go at the wrist. And I'm gonna punch that down and away. Because once I do that, it frees up the hand that I can really inch that hand back, right, to make space, and then I punch my grip in. Now, when I do this, it's gonna be quick. So it's not like I'm not like punching this and holding and then, I'm not doing that, right? I'm here, and I'm bringing that hand back. Punch, feed. Hit it, and I feed. And I bring my hand, I make like a bend in my hand, so when I slide my other hand over the top, I'm making space for that bicep right there. If I have my hand low, I might like jam my bicep into the side of my hand, right? I open, and I feed, and I bury that behind the head, pinch my elbows together, and then I cover it with my chin. And from here, all I do is just pinch my elbows together and pull forward the thing like that, right? Save my shoulders back. So here, boom, I get that choke in, but he starts hand fighting me. Alright, pop, look at it. I immediately bring my hand up, like off of his back. Onto it. But I don't pull my arm away. Alright, over that. As soon as that feeds, once I feel that bicep run into the palm of my hand, that's when I'm ready. Right? With the gi on, it takes up the space. The collar's in the way. Sleeve, you know, it's very thin, but it takes up space. When you do an arm choke, space matters. Right? I feed that choke in, I pinch my elbows together, my chin covers my wrist. Why is that important? He reaches back to try to fight the wrist. Let's feel that hand off. Reach over your head, try to feel it off. My chin's in the way blocking, so if I'm here, maybe he pulls the hand. So that's why we feed. And then I cover with my chin. Elbows pinched together, very tight, and then I pull in there. Like I'm pulling my arms through his neck. Make sense to everybody? So let's go ahead and drill this with guards for a couple minutes. I just go back and forth. Go ahead and start with the rear naked choke grip in, but I want your partner to football hold. If you guys can do this, just seat it up. It's a lot more comfortable on your guys' necks, and you're not just kind of like hanging. And just feed. Hold the grip, under doubt. Punch, open, and the underhooking hand feeds over the top. Think about putting 2 sheets of paper together, right? I'm sliding my hands through, right? Right away. Pinch, squeeze. Right, guys? Any questions? 3, 2, 1. Right. Was there any questions, guys? Anything at all? Anything you got?
Craig and I talked about how when you're doing that whole paper slide thing, it prevents the opponent from, grabbing your hand as you try to like come over the back of their head. Yeah.
So when you're here, so when I don't want to go up.
Yes, correct.
I want to slide it behind. So like when I punch this hand down,
Yeah.
And I feed it behind me. The second I go like here, I just like when you can pull down on it. You know, they say like, oh, they can armbar you. No, all I have to do is turn my thumb, and I'm not gonna get armbar. But now they've controlled the arm, so you never want to do this like. And like I see people like cup the head or cup the forehead. Like I corrected one person that was cupping the back. You would think that cupping the back of the head is more applicable because like, oh, I can push. But when you focus on pushing, right, you're not squeezing. You're just pushing their throat into the form. Which, yeah, you could show somebody. But anybody that's worth their weight is not going to tap. They're just going to hand fight. So when you feed and you have the back of the hand, you can squeeze and still push the back, but I'm still squeezing. So that's why it's important that we fun. Right, grab that motorcycle, stack, feed. As soon as I feel my palm hit my bicep, I just drop my fingers and collapse. And as I'm doing that, it's like I'm covering my chin as soon as I can so that I can pinch the elbows and pull back.
So for what it's worth, for those who are more advanced, or eventually when you start getting more advanced, what he's going back to, there is another less effective choke here called the short choke. This is great for threatening and making the guy freak out and panic. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But if it fails, this position allows him to feed right into the choke. So he's going hand to hand, just going to his short choke position. If he decides to attack the short choke, so be it. If not, he just goes into it.
Any other questions, guys?